Good day, viewers. Fasting is a famous word now in all its variant, like regular fasting, intermittent fasting, circadian rhythm fasting, alternate day fasting, 12-hour fasting, and each person coming up with his own version every passing day. You would be amazed to know that our scriptures enunciated various fasting procedures and types for each and every change in the alignment with cosmic forces, and also during various rituals and festivals. In Hinduism, vrata is fasting. Fasting is just a part of vrata, meaning vrata is more than just fasting for the body's physical health. Unlike the fasting of today, which controls the tongue only, vrata is abstinence. Abstinence could be in any form, like abstinence from food, water, thoughts, or indulgence in sensory organs. Also, in our scriptures, fasting is generally or mostly accompanied or preceded or succeeded by a ritual, by prayers, bhajans, visit to temples, and meditation. Fasting is done primarily as a penance to overcome difficulties, to get our wishes fulfilled, or to earn punya, or as a part of ritualistic directive, and even as an act of atonement or prayaschitta. The most famous and widely practiced vrata or fasting is Ekadashi vrata, where one whole day fasting is done twice a month. On the 11th day, count from the full moon day, and again the 11th day from the new moon day. For your information, each Ekadashi is dedicated to the 24 names of Lord Vishnu, which we recite during Achamane, like Vishnu, Madhusudana, Trivikrama, Vamana, Sridhara, and so on. Similarly, in each of the 24 Ekadashi, mention is made about what is allowed to be consumed. Ekadashi Vrata is extolled in various scriptures, including Rig Veda. It is interesting to note that unlike the advocates of modern day fasting, which is done primarily for a healthy physical body, our scriptures never advocated fasting as a means for physical health, though Ayurveda places great importance on fasting for the well-being of the body, and fasting was prescribed starting from sage Charaka, who is believed to have written treatises thousands of years back itself. We have to accept the indirect benefits of vrata is physical and mental wellness. It is a proven fact that fasting enhances the activity of the brain, uses stored fat in the body, and all accumulated toxins in the body are either flushed out or such toxic bacteria and cells are killed. Fasting, along with yogic practices, are said to have enormous benefits to the body and mind. There are other fasting vratas like Nirjala Ekadasi, Vaikuntha Ekadasi, 48 days of Shashti Vrata, Navaratri fasting, Vishnu Panchaka, Bhishma Panchaka, Chaturmasya fasting, Shivratri fasting, Krishna Janmashtami, Sankashta Chaturthi. Apart from fasting on specific days of the week, like each day being dedicated to a named god. For example, Monday fasting is said to appease Lord Shiva, Tuesday fasting is said to appease Lord Hanuman, and so on and so forth. Not only this, there is a story about the benefits of fasting for each day of the week, meaning there are 7 stories, and it says how the characters who in that particular stories got the benefits of fasting on those particular days. Different ways of fasting are also mentioned in our scriptures, like eating only one time a day or 2 times a day, or eating only one or partaking only some foods only, and dieting on just liquids, not the liquor. Liquids here mean buttermilk, milk, tender coconut, and such other fruit juices. Then there is another type of fasting, eating only one type of food at a time. You eat only one item of the food. Say, for example, you eat pongal for lunch, only curd rice for dinner, unlike what we eat today with soup, starters, main course, desserts, with an idea, the more the merrier, which results in more variety, more unhealthier we are. In case of Chaturmasya fasting, it is another type of abstinence. That is, the first month you eat everything except all vegetables. Second month you refrain from partaking curds. Third month milk is banned. Fourth month you eat normal food with a rider that any vegetables you use should be grown underground. That is beets, carrots, aloo, ginger, and such other root vegetables. Needless to say, non-veg, garlic, and certain other vegetables are a complete no during any type of fasting or partial fasting. Some of the most famous personalities who fast, though for a different reason, as mentioned in our scriptures, are Savitri, in order to save her husband Satyavan. Bhishma fasted on a bed of arrows, waiting for the Uttarayana Punya Kala. Ekadashi fasting has been sanctified by Lord Vishnu himself. There is a small interesting narrative in the Padma Purana regarding this Ekadashi. Once it is said when Vishnu was in his yogic sleep, after a fight with a demon named Murdana, seeing the Lord sleeping, tried to kill Vishnu. As he was about to swing his sword, a beautiful damsel came out of Vishnu's mind and Murdana was attracted towards her. And immediately, as with all demons and lower beings, wanted to marry her. The damsel challenged Murdana to a duel, and in the ensuing fight, Murdana was killed. Lord Vishnu wakes up and he sees this beautiful damsel who came out of his mind. We need to understand here that according to some schools of thought, there are 11 senses, 10 physical senses, and the 11th being the mind. And since this damsel came out of the 11th sense of Lord Vishnu, she was called Ekadashi. Ekadashi means 11th. The day also happened to be the 11th day from the full moon day. Lord Vishnu wanted to grant her a wish, and Ekadashi, that is her name, she asked for a boon, saying that people who control all the 11 senses on the 11th day of the waxing and waning moon should attain moksha. So, Ekadashi fasting occupies a very prominent place in Hindu way of life. Control of food or fasting is a sure short way to control senses. Again, too much fasting is as bad as hogging. In Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna says the one who eats too much or one who starves, neither of this practice is bhakti, just as a person who sleeps too much or a person who remains awake for a long time. This underpins the fact that too much is too bad. So be a judge of yourself, fast to be healthy, and as per our precepts of the Sanatana Dharma, because the types of fast as prescribed have been in practice for thousands of years. Thanks for watching this small narrative. Om Tat Sat.